Welcome to this episode of DIY3DTech.com. In this episode, I want to share something interesting with you. It's a bit based on OpenSCAD, and I've gotten into a bit more detail on the OpenSCAD site about this, but I'm just going to keep this high level here because I thought this was so neat I wanted to share it with the viewers. So one of the things I did is I ran across this YouTube video which talks about tracing contours in OpenSCAD. And then which takes you to a link to download this program. So I said, what the heck? So I went and I actually downloaded, what did I download? Oh, yep, I downloaded this Rocket. So I wanted to play around with the concept, and the idea is when you play around with the Rocket. So let's go ahead, and I've got a picture of Einstein in there already. However, let's go ahead and take the Rocket. You take the Rocket, you import the Rocket as an image. You tell it to get contours, then you copy the contours, and then what happens is you can go into OpenSCAD and it creates this big old point cloud. Now don't get too confused if you're not an OpenSCAD guru. I want to get past this concept, but what this did is with a little bit of additional code, I was able to take this this 2D object, as you see here, and create it into a 3D form, which I thought was real fascinating. And this is the big piece I want to share about this, is the concept here. I've taken an image from the internet and I've made it into a three-dimensional object. Now I've set some basic parameters here in OpenSCAD, and I can change those to how I render the shape. So now I've gone to 4 fins, and then if I want to make it thicker, I can up the extrusion. And again, don't worry about getting too lost in all the OpenSCAD rigmarole. But if you're interested, please visit our sister site, openscad.diy3dtech.com, and I've got all the information out there. But I thought this was actually very cool. So what I want to do is I actually created this Rocket in real life. So and again, this is the piece I want to share with you guys, is how to take a 2D object and then make it into a 3D world. And so anyways, let's go ahead and let's watch a quick time lapse. And before we do that, hang on a second, because I wanted to show you this piece too. So I've imported this Rocket into Cura because I want you guys to really see this is real and how cool this can be. So now I've taken the Rocket into Cura to be printed. Now I've scaled this down a little bit to fit on the Monoprice Mini because that's where we're going to print it out. So I tell you what, let's go ahead, let's jump over to a time lapse of this printing on the Monoprice Mini, and then let's head back over to the workbench to see what it looks like. So see you over there. Okay, welcome back. So we printed this out. You got to watch a little bit of a time lapse of it being printed. It actually printed out pretty good, and I did make these 1 millimeters. So and because of the thinness here, I did with brim, so some of the tail pieces broke off because it was so thin. But again, it was more of a test, and I also did supports here in the middle. And again, because it is so flimsy, and I did it with a real light amount of infill. But this did turn out very cool. I mean, from a picture we downloaded from the internet, ran it through a program, input it into OpenSCAD, extruded it into a three-dimensional object and printed it. Now, folks, if that isn't amazing technology, I don't know what is. So I tell you what, hit me up below if what kind of uses you can think of for this. Maybe I'll do a video on it. Give me some ideas. Tell me what you think. So comments below, like and subscribe, and hey, we'll catch you in the next video.
Please click like below and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date on all of our projects.